Hey everybody, it's Ron with Rage Customs. Gonna make a short video today of a couple welding jobs I had rolled through the shop. My powder coat guy waved me down about, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning, needing some stuff welded up before he could powder coat it. First of which was this motorcycle frame here. The owner some time ago had the kickstand mount, whatever you want to call it, break off, and needed it welded back on before he had it powder coated. Here's a good look at it here. You can see it's nothing really too challenging, just a piece of 3/8 inch thick steel that just broke off the forged piece there. You can see on the frame. It wasn't a clean break, so it will require a little bit of cleanup and grinding to get this guy weldable, but it should be not too hard. I was taking a second look at where this thing broke and just trying to find out the original point where it was at so we know exactly where to weld it. Um, it's definitely a stress break due to weight. I mean, stuff happens all the time. I mean, this was like a 1970s bike, so I mean, you really can't expect it to last forever. But you can see there how just over time it definitely, the metal stretched to the point where it finally just gave way. So anyway, just need to find the point, which it looks like about right there was about where it's supposed to be. So we're just gonna get that guy welded right there, get it cleaned up. Need to bevel the edges there. That way we can make sure we're getting pretty, plenty good penetration. So, at least this weld will last another, 40 years or so. Anyways. Alright guys, got this guy all cleaned up here, and then also got the actual bracket that the kickstand mounts to. So just about to get our placement here, get about where we need it. Measured some angles a few moments ago, but I'm going to go ahead and get this guy tacked up in place, and we're going to weld her up. Alright, I got this guy tacked up. We're going to be doing some TIG today. It's a little more fun than MIG, I think, a little more enjoyable. Also, welds usually come out a little bit better. Today we're going to be using a 1/8 inch 2% thoriated electrode and some 3/32 ER70S6 filler rod. Just happened to be all I had laying around the shop at the time. But you can see here, I'm about to actually put 4 more tacks on it. I had done it on the edges, but I just felt to keep it from drawing either direction from the heat of the weld, I just figured I'd put some more on the corners just to give a little more of a base to hold that kickstand mount in place as we weld it. Alright guys, just getting ready to weld up here, do our first pass or root pass, whatever you want to call it, on the bottom of this kickstand mount. Wasn't too bad. I expected it to give me a little bit of trouble, but really no problem at all. Welder handled it just fine. I think the electrode and the filler rod worked out perfect, so like I said, no trouble at all, just smooth sailing. Got it flipped around here, getting ready to weld the other side. Just getting in position there, getting comfortable. You'll notice here I do a little bit of a dry run, just kind of run across the top of the mount there just to make sure I was going to be able to weld all the way across with no hiccups. And after that, once again, all gravy. Here's a look at the finished product. Nothing to really brag to your buddies about. I mean, decent looking welds. We got plenty of penetration with the way I beveled the edges there. Plenty of heat. You can see that by the discoloration there. I did have a little bit of undercut on this side, not too bad. I probably could have ran another pass, but I think it probably would have been overkill for this job. I mean, the way this sits, I'm sure it'll last another 30, 40 years for this guy anyway. So he should be happy bottom line, and another job for the books. Here's a look at another project we got from Lucky, my powder coat guy, a couple doors down. Goes to the same motorcycle. We actually just welded the kickstand tab back on. This looks to be some kind of battery box. I'm not really too sure. dirty, greasy as hell. Gonna be nice to clean, but you got to get in there and clean all that crap off before you can weld on it. Otherwise, it just won't do you really any good. Your weld probably just won't be worth crap and break right back off. Anyways, so looks like the tab goes about right there based on the markings. All these are just spot welded on. I originally quoted the guy to just tack weld this one back on, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to go ahead and weld all of them all the way around, and that'll do a couple things. One, give us something to talk about, and then two, this guy will never have this problem again, most likely. I'm pretty sure. So, anyways, just got to get this guy cleaned up and ready to weld. All right, guys, I got this all cleaned up. I just basically just took a wire wheel and an angle grinder and just uh, took it around the areas where I'm going to weld, and I got that one tacked up over there. You can see just a couple fusion tacks holding that on, and now we're ready to weld. Well, some bad news, guys. My camera ran out of memory, and so this is going to be the only action shot I have of this. I really wanted to get some helmet cam shots where you guys can see like the puddle and the filler rod going into the puddle, that kind of stuff. Thought that would have been cool, but just not possible, I guess. Here's a look at the finished product. Again, nothing to really brag about, but hey, compared to that, I definitely say that the finished product definitely looks better. He'll never have a problem with this, I don't think, and he should be pretty pleased with it.